These comments that were coming in were absolutely nasty. Oh, Jesus. It takes its toll mentally. It happens to a lot of YouTubers. Nearly fell off the seat. How you doing? So I'm in one of my favourite parts in the burn. It's my first Friday getting out in a long time. I just find Fridays really stressful trying to get out the door, especially after a full day's work and you're just tired. But it's good to be out now. The sunset is in a half an hour and I have the dilemma now of cooking because I'm bloody starving, or waiting for the sunset because I have to go up to see the sunset. Yeah, I think I'll cook because I have the Tringia cook set with me tonight and I have 2 massive sirloin steaks, so I don't think I can wait. I'm just so hungry. Yeah, so I brought the Radon 1 out with me again, so it's my 3rd time bringing it out. We're not going to see the wind tonight. Well, look, I said this very same thing in the last video. And we got crushed. Had massive showers on the way down. But it's blue skies here now, so hopefully we might get some nice stars tonight. Nice to be out anyway. Let's get cooking. I was just about to put on the steaks and I said I have to get the sunset. I couldn't not get the sunset. It's beautiful. Okay, let's get eating. Okay, so tonight, 2 big feckin' steaks. I haven't cooked steak in a long time out here. It's all dehydrated meals and stuff to save weight, but I got the Tringia and I wanted to use it, so. And I didn't forget the oil. I even have some potatoes. Okay. I brought with me tonight a Gerber utility set. I have this ages and I never used it, but I'll give it a go. Jesus. Okay, it's time to check them. Oh man, that looks beautiful. Let's chop this one. Woo-hoo-hoo. Now, let's be having you. Oh my God. Really nice. Cheers everyone, well deserved. My God, it's cold. It's getting colder. It's only about 9 degrees tonight, but the wind chill will bring it down. No one likes to watch people eating, or listening to them is even worse. It's one of my pet peeves. I hate listening to people. I think it all went back to the days with my dad. My dad used to eat cornflakes, and still does. But I think every toot in his mouth used to hit the spoon when he was eating it. And like we've a big family, like there's 12 of us. There's 10 kids in the family. I have 7 sisters and 2 brothers. When my dad was eating cornflakes, he used to be the only one in the kitchen. And then you had 11 other people, the 10 kids and my mother, all out in the other room. So we wouldn't hear. It was like putting nuts and bolts into your mouth. That's what it was like. Now, let's be having you. Oh my God, yeah, cup of tea. And an all bar. So what news do I have? I got myself a new watch. It's the Phoenix. It has a cool look at the light. I'm such a gadget freak. There's 2 things I want to talk about really. One, I suppose, I did a video before and I had a massive trigger when it came to anxiety and packing for camps. I don't have that anymore because I fixed it. Like I used to start packing for a camp on a Wednesday through sheer panic. I don't know why, but some people get like this, I get like this. Whether it's a bit of ADHD or what, I don't know. It's something that I still am learning about myself. I have a video on that actually, so I'll link that there. The packing is fine. In saying that, I shoot myself in the foot and I still wait way too long before I actually pack, and then I'm running around the place before I get out the door and it's just a big ball of stress and it's easier not going. The way I'm gonna work on that is, say if I'm going camping the weekend, I'm gonna pack on a Wednesday afternoon or Wednesday evening and then have everything in the car. So there's no excuses, there's no stress, there's no anything leading up to that camp. When I am going to a place that I haven't camped before, I get triggered by worrying about getting a camp spot. That's why I kind of have my safe places, where like I know some spots in the Galties where I don't have to think about where I'm going to put my tent, because when I get up there, it's going to be there and it's going to be fine, you know. That's like when I went to Slieve Mish that time. I did 12 kilometres and ended up in the same spot. You really have to know the locations you're going to. I go out camping all the time now. I kind of forgot about hiking, and it's such a fundamental part of wild camping because it's all scouting. That's what you're doing. You're going scouting for places. So there's a few things I need to change. Like I've already solved the packing thing, which is not a trigger anymore, but I stupidly leave it too late and then it's a big panic leading up to the thing. I need to do more hiking to start scouting areas and pinpointing areas. I suppose another thing is I could be packing and I'd go down the rabbit hole of what tent I could bring. And someone pointed this out to me before, I have too many choices. But that's the joys of having a lot of tents and being sent a lot of tents. I need to lock in what tent I'm bringing and just go with it. I know this sounds so simple to a lot of people, but for me it's not. It's the way my head works. So yeah, there's a good few things I need to work on because I love camping. I love being out here now, but like me out here smiling and relaxing and having fun and everything, like I was a ball of stress before I left. I suppose I get anxious leaving. I don't know why, it's just I do. I get anxious before I leave. And do you know how I can stop getting anxious? Don't go. And that's what plays on a lot of people with anxiety. A lot of their, like, don't do this thing because it'll invite anxiety into your life. But that's the easy way out, is just to not go. So getting out the door, getting here is a big thing. But when you're here, when you drive in the car and you put on some music, and when you just get here, everything just makes sense. Absolutely everything makes sense. So yeah, that's a long-winded chat I wanted to bring up. I know not everyone is the same, but this is who I am, and this is the kind of issues that I face in my own head, and yeah, and it's kind of a good challenge to kind of change things up to suit yourself. So yeah, so if there's anyone out there find it hard or worried to get out, just change one or two things slowly, and then hopefully that'll dampen the triggers. So anyway, I'll say cheers to that. The second thing I want to talk about, which is kind of a weird one, because I don't want this to be too long-winded, but let me just explain. So first of all, people who make videos, right? We do it for the passion, we do it for the love, we do it for the gear, the cameras. You want to love making films, you want to love what you're doing and the results that you get. You'd want to love doing it because the reward that you get for the amount of effort put in doesn't always pay off, and that's fine. I'm not doing this for money. I'm doing this for the love of it, but it takes its toll mentally, and that's something that happens to a lot of YouTubers. But this isn't the reason I'm bringing up this. I'm just saying the amount of effort that goes in, you'd want to love it. Then it comes down to comments. Like, I'm kind of lucky in a way where, like, I don't get, maybe it's because I have such a small channel, but like I've seen a lot of people talk about comments, like Grizzly Gaz, with Paul Mesner, and like everyone who has a big channel, they get hit with nasty comments. And that's, look, if you're going to put yourself out into the public like this, well then it becomes part and parcel of it, you know. And like, I get comments now and again, but I get constructive criticism as well, which is absolutely fine. That's how we grow, you know. That's how we learn. The way I deal with it is, if there's a comment comes in and it's anyway remotely bad or anything like that, I just block it. It's gone. You'll never see the channel again. Life's too short to be dealing with idiots. And like, you have those keyboard warriors that come on and they like to just insult for the sake of insult. But the reason why I'm bringing this up is, recently I've had someone come on. The comments were nasty. And the comments were personal. First of all, right, don't get me wrong, I don't give a shite about who does that. Like, their comments are absolutely meaningless to me. But you can see effort went into writing it, because you could see it was edited a few times. And I know, like, you can have people go on and just say a nasty comment and that's it. And that's fine. That's like a troll that's not going to put a lot of effort into it. They're just going to say shite for the sake of saying shite. But these comments that were coming in were absolutely nasty. Just on like a one-man mission. I've never claimed ever to be an expert in anything. I just like camping. And I say what I do. And if it's right, it's right. And if it's wrong, it's wrong. I never once claimed to be anything but just someone who was out camping. Like, don't get me wrong, I wasn't down, I wasn't pissed off, I wasn't anything about the comments. The comments are absolutely meaningless. And being totally honest, I felt sorry for the person that they put this much effort into putting someone else down who they never met. It was my first time seeing this level of abuse. I always heard the messages and heard the videos that say Paul Mesner put up and Grizzly Gaz put up and a few others, but I never witnessed it firsthand until then. And you have that side of it, getting abuse, and then you're putting 14 hours or 15, 16 hours into an edit. The effort doesn't balance with the reward you get. But then it comes down to, I'm not making videos for money. But of course, like, I'm not going to say, oh, sure, I don't care what views I do. I do. You wouldn't be human otherwise, because you're making something. You want people to appreciate it. So, anyway, I don't know where I'm even going with this. It's just, it got me thinking, and not in a negative, bad way. Like, again, as I say, I don't give a shite. Being honest, I just felt sorry for someone. If someone can be that angry towards someone they've never met, it doesn't make any sense. And I'd never go out of my way to make someone feel bad or try to make them feel bad. It's odd. Humans are just weird. But anyway, sorry, that's a long-winded rant. And it's not even a rant, no. It just got me thinking about like how the bigger channels get so much abuse. And this was my first time seeing it. Not feeling it, but seeing it. I won't even be passing it the light of day. If a message comes in bad, I'll just delete it straight away and block them. Life's too short. All I'll say is, like, why go and say anything to anybody about anything bad? Like, trying to put someone down. You've no idea what's going on in that person's life. Like, the darkness that hides behind a lot of people's smiles is really real. And, like, you just don't know. But anyway, sorry, this is a very, very, very long chat, we'll say. I'm going to sup some more of this and I'm going to look at some satellites, I think. Cheers, people. Time for bed, I think. We'll get up for the sunrise. It's at 7:25. And let's see what we get. But for now, I'm just gonna put on a movie and just chill out. I'll talk to you in the morning. Bye. Now let's get some porridge on, I think. Woke up to a lot of rain this morning, actually. It was just before about 7:15, and I wanted to get up and see the sunrise, but I decided to lie down and listen to the rain instead. It was gorgeous. It really was. Oh, I slept so well last night. Like, incredibly well. Oh, I love the burn. Love it. Okay, let's get some porridge on and some coffee. I got this really cool coffee sieve. I have it ages, but I never used it. It's kind of metal on that side. You have it's a metal sieve, really. Very cool. Some Colombian coffee. Oh, there we go. Let's put another smidgen in. Couldn't ask for a better breakfast. Some lovely oats and Colombian coffee. How bad? Oh! Where's my spoon? Yeah, here's my spoon. It's always the way, isn't it? Oh, it's in my pocket. Oh! Oh, Jesus! He scalded the children's allowance off himself. Happy Saturday, people. Oh, this coffee's gorgeous. This is all Ian's fault. Every time I went out camping with Ian, he always had these gorgeous coffees with him. And I just had my little sachet. So I started brewing nicer coffee, we'll say. So it's Ian's fault, no one else's, as he's in Poland. So I'm planning a trip to go over to him next summer. So that should be good. So last night I kind of touched on the mental health side of things. I'm going to probably continue to tell you about that journey and what I'm doing to fix the issues that I have. When I'm out here, there is zero anxiety. When I'm sitting here, when I'm in the dark, like I turned off my torch and everything last night and just looked at the stars. I was looking at the satellites. It was unbelievable. Like, when I'm out here, when I'm setting up camp, when I'm literally, it's kind of a case of when I'm in the car driving, I can feel the anxiety just going. And when I'm out here, it's just a cure. And it's just amazing. Anyway, I think it's important. So stay tuned for that. Ooh, as you can see, the fog is rolling in. Probably make it be a nice day. Tomorrow's meant to be a storm, but I got out anyway. Yeah, I really need a bigger bag. I have everything just packed into this one. Just checking now to see if I left anything behind. Which I didn't, which is great. Leave no trace as usual. So I think that's enough for me spouting on. So thanks for joining me on this beautiful foggy burn. And stay safe out there, and we'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.